Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us this morning. This is Matt Tour with Insurance Agency Marketing. Glad you could join us here on a Wednesday morning. This is going to be a short webinar, probably in the 15 to 20-minute range. So keep that in mind. And we're going to be discussing the OptiBlend series with Lincoln Financial. Really good program, good index annuity you can utilize through Lincoln Financial. You could actually use it for stretch non-qualified accounts. So if you have a client that has considerable gains in their non-qualified annuity and the beneficiaries inheriting that, they're able to go to Lincoln Financial and stretch that as a non-qualified stretch. They do have a 5-year, 7-year, and 10-year version of the OptiBlend. So really good combination there. We do continue to offer our new producer builders. You can earn different incentives based on production your first 6 months of being licensed through IMES, and anywhere between the $100,000 level and $1 million level. Great opportunities to get seminar systems, radio shows, iPad, cash, whatever your bailiwick is, you're able to get that paid out to you based on that production. We also do a referral program. You can refer agents to IMES. We'll pay you $50 when they get contracted. You'll also get overrides based on their production. You get 20 basis point override on their index premium and a 10 basis point override on their MIGAs. We also do marketing reimbursement. You get $100 for every $100,000 of index premium, $200 for every $100,000 of single premium life, and $200 for every $10,000 of life target premium. So pretty good deal on that end. We got a great back office support team here at IMES. We have really good experience in marketing, new business, creative team, great combination there. We can do quotes for you based on your needs. We do have a special annuity quote team that handles those quotes for us. We also have a great contracting department that can help you get licensed with any carrier you would like. We also have our website, which is available, www.imesinc.com. It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Got some great information on there you can utilize, including different industry links. You can do quoting on there. You could do term insurance quotes. You can do income comparisons. Maybe you want to check out who pays the best income for a 68-year-old in the state of Texas wants to start payments immediately. The software will show you the top payouts based on who we have. Great combination there. There's also our annuity grid. You can look up MIGA rates. Maybe you want to look for a 5-year rate in the state of Washington, best rate we have. It'll pull it up based on the age of the client, and a great combination there. We also have a lot of different forms on the site. We have a library of information based on lead programs, all kinds of good stuff you can download off that site. Really a good system there. We also utilize e-applications, and about 60% of our apps coming in now are done on the e-app platforms. Majority of the companies we have utilize Firelight. I know iPipeline is mainly used on life insurance applications, and Sunfire, I believe, is on some life and some of the other programs out there. But Firelight, about 95% of our annuity carriers utilize Firelight. Really good system they have for doing e-apps. I know it really speeds up the underwriting process with applications being 50 pages in length. Having a system that checks to make sure everything's been completed is huge. When we have paper apps that come in, there's typically numerous questions that have not been answered. So the e-apps will not allow you to close up the application until you've got it fully completed. So definitely a good combination there. We got a great creative team and a lot of good experience on that side. They can help develop websites. They can update your website. If you want to design a business card, maybe want to do some social media advertising, we got some experts that can help you out with that using Facebook or any other social media sites you'd like to utilize. We also can help with postcards, doing e-blasts, whatever you might want to do, we can help you out with it. And they keep very busy over there. We have numerous projects they're working on at all times. Really a great team to help you get in front of more clients and close more sales. That's where the bottom line with that group is to be able to help you, maximize your time in the field and have them do some of the administrative work to get you in front of more clients and really get that ball rolling downhill and maximize your time every day. So definitely a good program. I'm gonna launch a quick poll. We do have a wealth management team here, really good group of people. If you do have interest in having Duncan Smith, our wealth management expert, give you a call, kind of go over the programs we offer here through IAMS. We have some really good investment platforms clients can get on. We have seen a pretty good run in the market this last year and a half. Last year was a really good year in the market. I believe the S&P was up 25%. So far this year, it's up about 6 to 7%. Really a good run in the market the last year and a quarter. We do expect this year to be a decent year, but it's going to be up and down a little bit. So be aware of the roller coaster effect on the stock market. But if you do have interest in having Duncan give you a call, mark off yes on the poll I have out there. I'll leave the poll open for about another 25 seconds or so. But Dunk has been in that side of the business for a number of years. We have seen a huge increase in our top 50 agents working the security side. It used to be about 5 to 10% of them used to work it. Now I'd say 80% are securities licensed in our top 50. So definitely a chance for you to really maximize what you have available to clients and help out that way. So I'm gonna get that closed up and get moving forward here. We also do a life and annuity academy. I know we have one coming up in May the 15th to the 17th is a good way for you to come out and pick up some great sales ideas. We'll go over some software information. We'll have some of our bigger producers at the meeting, go over some information that they use in the field, how they get in front of more clients, how they close more sales. So if you like to come out to one of these programs, I know that we typically do about 2 to 3 of these a year. Our first one's going to be in May. Good chance for you to, get to meet some fellow producers, really get some good ideas on what we have available there in the field, some good programs. Anything you've got questions on, definitely give me a call. I'd be glad to help you, but we do have some excellent options based on that. But if you do have interest in coming out to one of those meetings, check off yes, and we'll go ahead and get you on the interested party list. We do have to have you licensed with Athene in order to attend, but should be a really good meeting we're holding there at their home office. And we'll keep things moving here. The OptiBlend is kind of the series of product we'll talk about this morning with Lincoln Financial. Lincoln Financial is an A-rated company. They've been around for a while, a well-known name in the industry. A lot of clients are aware of their name. They've got Lincoln Financial Field out in Philadelphia, and I know they've really got a good advertising campaign they've used the last number of years. Kind of get that name branding out there, really a good combination. So the OptiBlend is available in a 5-year, 7-year, and 10-year chassis. It does have different rates based on those years. They also have a banding of rates based on premiums from $10,000 up to $99,989, and they also have the $100,000 band, which is for $100,000 or more. Typically, it's about a 0.5% difference on the payouts based on the higher band versus lower band on premium. So For instance, if you have a 5-year annuity, the fixed rate for $100,000 or more is 4.5%. If you have less than 100, it's at 4, so it's a 0.5% difference, and that's very similar amongst other contracts I do have. And we'll go over some of the other strategies here. They got the new strategy is called a dual trigger. That way that works is if the S&P is up at all or even based on a 5-year contract with a $100,000 level of premium, your trigger cap is 7.5. So if the market's up at all, you're going to make 7.5%. They also have another part of this dual trigger, which is if the market is down and it's down less than 7.5%, your client is going to make money based on that. And so for instance, if the market is down 3% and your trigger cap is 7.5, your client's going to make 4.5% return. So that's a nice combo there. It's the only company I'm aware of that's going to pay you return on a trigger based on a negative result of the market. So as long as the market is down less than 7.5%, your client's going to be making money. So a good combination there. Really an interesting concept. Lincoln Financial is coming out with this dual trigger on next Monday, the 18th of March. So it should be a really good product available. The cap rates on the triggers are between 7.5 and 7.75, based on the 5, 7, or 10-year $100,000 band. If you have less than $100,000, the triggers are 6.25 and 6.5. The 7-year has the highest of the trigger cap rates. Really good combination there. A couple other strategies I really like with the OptiBlend. They have the S&P annual point-to-point cap, and right now that cap is at 9.5 on the $100,000 level, 8.5 on the below 100. And if you're doing the 7-year strategy, the cap is 9.75, and for less than 100, it is at 8.75. So really high cap rates there. They also have their regular performance triggered that doesn't have the negative ability to make money based on negative returns in the market. Those triggers are 8.75 and 9 on the $100,000 band, and 7.75 and 8 on less than 100, based on 5, 7, or 10-year contracts. And then they have a really high cap on their 10% daily risk trigger. So if that daily risk control strategy is up at all, you're going to make 10.5% on the $100,000 band, and you'll make 10.75 on the 7-year band for $100,000 or more. So some really good strategies your clients can take advantage of. I would spread it amongst a few of those. I do like that dual trigger. If the market is down, but not down a lot, your clients are still going to make money. So if it was down 1% and you have a 7.5 trigger cap, your client's going to make 6.5%. So 7.5 minus the 1% negative, and you end up with 6.5. So really a nice strategy. That strategy has positive gains about 85% of the time, where the market is up or down slightly. That happens 85% of the time. So that's a pretty big number, and your clients can be very happy with those returns. Really a strong combination there. They do have a $10,000 minimum deposit on this contract. Your client can take out 10% free withdrawals starting in the first year. So if your client puts in $50,000, they're able to take out $5,000 after 30 days with no surrender charge. It is a flexible premium policy, so your clients can add money into this contract. It does have nursing home and terminal illness waivers. Great combination there. So definitely keep that in mind. I am going to be sending out some pieces that Craig Geiger, our regional rep, sent to me yesterday, kind of describing the dual trigger strategy. He's got some other good pieces here. I'm gonna forward you based on some marketing ideas and such. Some really good combinations here, including the current interest rates will be going in effect next Monday based on this new dual trigger going into play. So I'll go ahead and get that emailed to everyone that did attend today's meeting. Craig Geiger is unfortunately not able to meet with us today. He had another meeting that was scheduled that conflicted with this one, so he is not going to be joining us, but we will have Craig on the next Lincoln Financial webinar we do next month. Otherwise, if any questions you have, I'll be giving everyone a call that was on this meeting. Be glad to answer those for you. Really good stuff there with Lincoln Financial. We do see a decent amount of business going to them. They are very good about underwriting and getting cases through the works there, so do keep that in mind. Any questions? I'll be making calls to everyone that did attend today's meeting. Appreciate your attendance, but once again, these new dual trigger strategy is available starting next Monday. It's the latest and greatest that Lincoln has to offer on index strategies. They got that daily risk control trigger up in the 10.5% range on the trigger returns based on $100,000 or more deposit, and under 100 is still at 9.5 return, which is huge. Really nice numbers there. Anything you got questions on, definitely give us a call. We also have presence on Facebook and LinkedIn. We do some different marketing strategies based on those two different items. If you would like to have me send you over some additional information on Lincoln Financial, what they have available with this OptiBlend series, I'm glad to get that done. You can mark off yes on the launch I just did on the poll. Be glad to get you some information out. I know Lincoln Financial is a very strong rated carrier. They've been in this business for a number of years. They have a huge presence on both the security side and the insurance side, so a great combination on both ends. I think it's definitely worth your time to get hooked up with Lincoln Financial, and I'm sure that you will enjoy your experience with them. But I will leave this open for about another 30 seconds or so. Once again, I do appreciate everyone joining me today on this webinar. I try to keep them under half an hour. This one's just a little bit shorter. We basically went over one plan that they have. They also have some MIGA rates in the 5% range. We're hoping to see them increase their rates. We have seen a couple companies increase their interest rates. We do have a 6% rate now guaranteed for 3 years with one of our companies. We also have Ibexus that has a 6.15 interest rate on a simple rate guaranteed for 5 years. Great combination there on a shorter term fixed rate. If you have interest in getting information on Lincoln or any other companies we discussed here today, be glad to get that information out to you. Otherwise, everyone, enjoy the March Madness starting up today with a lot of conference tournaments, a lot of big bracket buster games coming up next week. Otherwise, everyone have a great spring, enjoy the weather, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.